Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we'll be going to explain crewmate roles that are available in the Town of Host Edited mod for Among Us. Just a recap, Town of Host Edited is an Among Us mod, forked from Town of Host, with some additional roles. This mod only requires the host to have the mod, and lets you play with friends even if they don't have the mod installed on their device. If you want to know how to install this mod, you can check the link on my description. Alright, let's start explaining each crewmate roles. Bodyguard. The Bodyguard is a protective role whose job is to keep other players safe. If the Bodyguard is nearby when another player is about to be killed, the Bodyguard will prevent the kill and die with the murderer. Celebrity. Celebrity is a crewmate that will inform other crewmates when he dies. This means that when the celebrity dies, all crewmates will receive the news by the same kill flash that the seer sees when someone dies. Deceiver. The Deceiver can sell the counterfeit to other players using the kill button. The counterfeit will take effect after the end of the next meeting. If the player with no kill ability holds the counterfeit, he will kill himself immediately. But if the player with kill ability has the counterfeit, he will suicide when he tries to kill someone. Detective. The Detective is a crewmate with the ability to get clues after reporting a body. Detective has the ability to know the victim's role that he reported. And according to the host settings, he may also know the role of the killer of the body he reported. Dictator. The Dictator is a powerful role that can instantly eject a player from the game with their vote. When the Dictator votes for a player during the meeting will immediately end and the player he voted will be ejected. However, the moment the Dictator votes for someone, they will also die. Doctor. The Doctor is a crewmate that can see everyone's vitals remotely just like scientists. In addition, he can also know the cause of death of each player who died. Fortune Teller. The Fortune Teller is a crewmate role that can provide valuable information about the player he votes during the meeting. If the Fortune Teller completes all his tasks, he can directly know the specific role of the player he votes. Fortune Teller can only do one fortune telling per meeting. Grenadier. The Grenadier is a crewmate role that has an ability to vent to activate flash. This flash will reduce imposters' vision, and depending on the settings, they can also affect neutrals. Judge. Judge is a powerful crewmate role that has an ability to pass judgment on a player during meetings. To judge a player, he needs to use /TL player ID. Player ID can be found before the player's name. If the judge successfully judges an evil player, that player will be killed immediately. But if the judge incorrectly judges a non-evil player, the judge will commit suicide. Lazy Guy. The Lazy Guy is a crewmate role that only has one task to complete. This means that they have a lot of free time to observe the other players and potentially catch any suspicious behavior. In addition, the Lazy Guy is immune to certain abilities of the imposters such as Hacker, Warlock, Puppeteer, and more. Lucky. Lucky is a crewmate role that has a probability to survive when someone tries to kill him. When the Lucky evades a kill attempt, the killer will just see a shield animation on the Lucky player. However, Lucky isn't notified when the evasion takes place. Mayor. Mayor is a crewmate role that has a powerful ability when it comes to voting. The Mayor has multiple vote counts depending on the host settings. In addition, depending on the settings, Mayor may also have the ability to vent to trigger an emergency meeting. Medic. The Medic is a special role in the game that can give shields to players to protect them. If the shield is successfully issued, a blue mark will be displayed next to the player's name that only the Medic can see. Depending on the settings, The shielded player may also see when he gets a shield from the medic. Medium. Medium is a crewmate role that can communicate with a dead player. The medium will be notified when someone gets killed. If a medium reports a dead body, he can establish contact with the victim. Medium can ask the dead player a yes or no question, and the victim will have one chance to answer before the meeting ends. Mortician. Mortician is a crewmate role to track dead bodies and gather information. Once a Mortician reports a dead body, they will receive information about the last player that the victim had contact with. This information can help identify the player possibly to be a culprit. Nice Guesser. Nice Guesser is a crewmate that has the ability to kill someone during meetings if they guess their role. To do this, they can use the command /BT player ID role. If their guess is correct, the Nice Guesser will kill the targeted player. However, if their guess is incorrect, the Nice Guesser will commit suicide instead. Observer. Observer is a crewmate that can see shield animation on other players. Paranoid. The Paranoid is a crewmate that can call a meeting by venting. It's also a great way to call an emergency meeting faster if needed. Psychic. The Psychic is a crewmate that has an ability to see potential evils. Every meeting, he can see several players with red names. At least one of them is evil. However, neutrals and killing crewmates is also possible to show as red names for Psychic. Repairman. The Repairman is a crewmate that can vent and fix sabotages faster. He can fix reactor meltdown, communication, and O2 depletion alone. He can also fix lights by flicking one switch, and opening a door will open all doors in the map. Sheriff. Sheriff is a crewmate that has no tasks and has an ability to kill imposters and neutrals. But when a sheriff attempts to kill a crewmate, he will kill himself instead. Snitch. The Snitch is a crewmate with a powerful ability to know the imposters upon completing all tasks. When the Snitch only has one task left, the imposter will be informed by seeing a star marked next to their names and the Snitch's name. So better be fast on finding and killing the Snitch before a report or meeting. Speed Booster. Speed Booster increase their movement speed every time they complete a task, but due to technical limitations, the Speed Booster will appear at a normal speed to others, so they look glitched. Superstar. The Superstar is a crewmate role with a star logo next to his name, making it easy for everyone to know who the Superstar is. Guesser roles will be unable to target the Superstar. They can only be killed when the killer is alone with the Superstar. The Glitch. The Glitch is a crewmate role that somehow treats him like he is already dead. He can't report dead bodies, and players can't kill him either. Time Manager. Time Manager is a crewmate that can make the voting time longer every time he does a task. This gives crewmates more time to discuss who to vote for in the meetings. But when the Time Manager dies, the meeting time will return back to normal. Transporter. The Transporter is a crewmate that can cause players to swap places. Whenever the Transporter completes a task, two random players will switch positions. Veteran. Veteran is a powerful crewmate role with an ability to activate alert by venting. When he is on alert state, the Veteran will kill any player that tries to kill him. Vigilante. Vigilante is a crewmate that has no task and has the ability to kill any person, but they can only do it once. And there you have it. Those are the crewmate roles available in Town of Host edited mod for Among Us. You can check out links in the description for the installation, imposter roles, neutral roles, and add-ons available in this mod. I hope this video will help, and if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask me in the comments. Thanks for watching.